So I'm wondering if we can come back to this mailbox later, and like when we've unlocked other abilities, so that we can actually get some more options with those letters, or if this is it. Let's head back to the gate. I want to try that key. Use the iron key, yes. Ha ha!
There we are.
The servant was talking about some barrels. I think they were standing over here.
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels.
Examine the broken barrel.
Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
Examine the cannon powder, okay. No, it's locked. Okay,
It's
stand
unusable
back.
now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste.
What's this? Amber fragments. You just found an amber fragment. Each time you pick up 4 of them, you increase your maximum effort points by 1. Review them in the inventory tab in the menu. Okay, so we need
Amber
3 more.
crystals.
And then we get another effort point.
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful.
We picked up wait, amber fragments. Oh, was that second thing we picked up royal jelly? Map, journal. Where are the amber fragments? Archaeologist. You gain 10% more experience at the end of a quest. What? Reach level 3 vigilance and linguistic skills. What does this have to do with archaeology? Okay.
Let's go.
Oh, by the way, Manuel Godoy, he's not in the character, sorry, the journal part. That was the guy our mother was writing to. So I've written that down on my private notes here.
Through this. My mother's been hiding pieces of bread between the rotten boards of a wharf in the middle of the night. That's not normal. And if that weren't enough, looks now like she's armed. Meanwhile, she also takes the time to send out letters, reassuring whoever might be interested that she's having a fabulous time here. So odd. So very odd. And that's not even all I've noticed. But maybe I ought to move on to the manor now.
Yeah.
They'll be waiting for me. At least I hope so.
Yeah. Let's head for some supper at the manor and meet Sir or Lord Mortimer and Sir Holm. Oh, we can run. I forgot. Oh, got something here.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop? Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Ricci, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Confrontations. During a confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Each confrontation displays an interface showing how much the person you are talking to is convinced. Okay.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Yes, she's been here for several weeks now. No, never mind, give me your letter. Yeah, why lie at this point?
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow, then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
We are members of the Golden Order, professional secrets, sorry. Well, I'm sure he knows. So, we're members of the Golden Order then.
My mother and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order, which I joined a few years ago. Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that you and your mother work for a secret society. It would seem that discretion is not one of your specialities, my son. You will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
Shit!
Darn.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
I already told you so. You can count on me. Yes, I'll give it to her if I find her. You can count on me.
Don't worry, Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's reputation. As her son, I will defend the de Richet's word with the same fervor.
I would expect nothing less. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
No, we cannot promise that. Confrontation. Last step. For the last step of confrontation, you must convince the person you are talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until either you give the right one or you have no blunders left. The last step of a confrontation will repeat itself if you fail, okay? Okay, no worries. No, thank you, no. Well, these are locked. I don't believe he will give us the letter if I say this, so I guess we have to lie. convincingly. Here we go.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Ricci. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
No, I've decided already, but we can save it for later, sure. Hidden elements. Many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure, so do not hesitate to look for them. We won't, don't worry. Alright. So, dinner, no? What's this? A ledger?
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch. A biography of the great men.
Flip through it. Oh, it's locked. Okay, so take it. I don't know. Is there a limit to how many things we can carry at one time?
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you'll forgive my indiscretion?
My mother.
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Ricci's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Horn, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
invent something, I think. Yeah.
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Oh, is that Illuminati? Oh no! Oh, dialogue timer. When the timer limit is over, an answer is automatically selected. Check the dialogue timer at the bottom of the screen. I missed that. Darn it. Okay. Opportunity failed.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man from my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
Is that Sir Holmes?
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start.
Ask that man.
Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I've already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Let's go with Mr. Home for now, I think.
My vision is more important. Let's follow home.
I'll follow you, sir. Mr. Washington, I hope to speak with you at greater length on another occasion. Emily, please excuse me, but I would like to speak to Sir Home. I shall see you later.
My friend, I hope our dear Giovanni is well.
The troubles in France have fatigued him, but he will recover slowly. Do not fear. He apologizes for remaining in Rome. The voyage was too much for him.
And right he was, too. The mildness of the Mediterranean, eh? Come, sit down and have something to eat, my friend. You look rather pale. Excuse me, sir. I
Coming
have
from
been
you.
neglecting my duty. I haven't introduced myself. Sir Gregory Holm, an old friend of Lord Mortimer's.
A real pleasure, sir.
You who must be well used to the court of France. How do you find this peaceful little haven?
Charming if I hadn't come here for disturbing reasons.
Yeah.
Yes, I heard the news.
Real
What a
hospitable.
story.
Indeed. I wanted to ask you.
What is the story exactly?
Would you have any information about the disappearance of my mother?
Very little, I'm afraid, my young friend. Your mother came at the invitation of Lord Mortimer. Then one fine day, we couldn't find her anywhere.
That's it?
As I said, I don't know very much. Lord Mortimer had the entire area searched immediately. We found no clue as to her disappearance. But I am convinced that as soon as Lord Mortimer becomes available, he will explain the situation.
Thank you for your answers, Sir Home. But I beg your pardon. I get the impression I know you. Have we met?
Except in my dreams, of course.
Not that I remember, young man. Perhaps you are mistaking me for another member of the Chamber of Lords. What with the wig and the powder, it wouldn't be the first time.
No, you were definitely the one I saw threatening my mother.
I thought... Never mind. It'll come back to me.
Who is this
Would
person?
you allow me one last question, sir? I don't want to take up all your time.
Please, go ahead. What do you want to know?
What did my mother come here for? What is the link between Hillsborough and my mother? Is there anyone else missing other than my mother? Who could have held a grudge against my mother? Okay, start with the easiest thing to answer.
Do you know the reason for my mother's presence here?
I haven't the slightest idea, no.
No?
She was invited by Lord Mortimer.
But you don't know why.
Well, not really. I was given to understand that your mother was looking for something.
And do you know how long my mother and Lord Mortimer have known each other?
Several years, I believe. They seemed to know each other for quite a while. But it was the first time that Lord Mortimer had invited her to join us here.
Good. And finally, would it be possible for me to speak with Lord Mortimer this evening?
I'm terribly sorry, no, he really is quite unavailable. But please rest assured that everyone is doing their best to find your mother.
All the same, it's not the Chateau de Versailles. It can't be that difficult to find her.
Worry not, my son. I am persuaded that we shall find the famous Sarah de Riche. No doubt with new adventures to share, huh?
Oh,
No!
Elizabeth!
Elizabeth. We have a name.
I should have insisted that you rest in your room.
Do you want me to call someone?
Let me
Okay,
handle
Gary.
this. I'm used to this kind of thing. Miss, can you hear me?
Leave me.
Hang on. Let her breathe. Observe the young lady. Cultist log. Science log. We don't have those. Vigilance. Okay, observe her.
Her breathing is becoming stable and her heart rate too.
Pale complexion, thin, broken nails, an enormous scar on her temple, tattoos on her hands. I don't know what happened to you, Missy, but it looks like you've been through hell.
Can you tell me something about her?
What's wrong with her? What is she doing here? Who is she?
Who is this young lady?
Elizabeth Adams. She's come to the island for a course of treatment, to rest.
For a course of treatment?
Check out his
That's
hairy
right.
mole.
The air can do wonders. Are you all right, Elizabeth? Do you feel any better?
When did she arrive?
4 days ago.
Okay, my mother had already gone missing.
Oh, check this out.
She's just regained consciousness and she immediately reaches for her brooch? I don't know exactly what it means to her, but obviously it's got to be something important.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? You gave us quite a fright.
Take it easy, miss.
Let me. I just need to get back to my room.
Of course, my dear. Go ahead. You saw it, didn't you?
Pardon me?
Il segni della bestia.
Sorry, Your Eminence. I don't speak Italian.
Forget it. It doesn't matter.
Gentlemen, it's getting late. It is time for everyone to go to bed. It has been a long day.
Okay, so we need to find a time to ask
It's all the more delicate.
I'll see what I can do, but the case I'm on at the moment might well leave me with very few opportunities.
Yeah, ask the Eminence about that brooch.
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Okay, is that the only thing we can check? The mouth?
Oh, it's naughty to tell lies. Bet my life that you were talking about something totally different from the decoration of the manor. But to find out what, I should have stayed with them. Too bad.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with
Oh,
you?
we missed something again.
Elizabeth Adams,
Darn
Mr.
it.
President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Just mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude. Looks like he just saw a ghost.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Okay, let's check this now. Oh, wait.
On that note, it's very late.
Darn it.
You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Oh, we didn't have any points left, that's why.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr.
Ladies.
President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
I still believe the servant is no servant. I believe he could be Lord Mortimer. And he's checking up on us, kind of. Let's see what we have here. Oh.
Duke Manuel Godoy. Duke Manuel Godoy.
Nothing more. Okay, so the Duke will arrive here in a short while, I suppose. So we'll probably get the opportunity to talk to him then. See what he knows about our mother. What's this book? Nothing.
Huh, that's me.
That's us. Okay. Let's see if we can find anything else in the corridor before we...
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Alright. The Cardinal is next door to us. Where is Washington and Emily? Oh, got something here. What's this? Royal jelly. Nothing in there. Who's this?
President George Washington.
Oh, Washington is here. All right. It appears it's a moonlit night. No one lives here. Does this corridor go around the entire floor, you imagine? Or do we have to backtrack later? I think it goes around, right? So, where's Emily? We missed Emily. Or her room. Nothing here.
Monsieur Johann von Wulner.
Wulner, a German fella. Okay. Oh, upstairs? Let's stay on this floor for now. Oh, something. Book.
A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
Can we check that? This one. Encyclopedia. Denis Diderot and Jean Leron d'Humbert. 150 academics and scholars contributed to this production of this first synthesis of human knowledge. +1 skill point in science, +1 skill point in linguistics, +1 skill point in erudition. Cannot be equipped. Assemble all the pages of this manuscript in order to read it. Alright. So we have one, the first piece. What's in here?
Monsieur Jacques Perru.
Perru? I don't know. We haven't met him yet.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Oh. Yeah, this is just after the French Revolution, like a few years after the French Revolution, which was in 1789, I believe.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Hehe, should we knock? I mean, we are kind of smooth operators, right? I don't know. Let's save the footage for now. So let's see if back to main menu options. We have audio, subtitles, voices, master volume. Let's do this. No, let's do this. Controls. We're good. This is not really an action-oriented game, so. No, wait. Camera sensitivity and. Okay. Let's try saving, see what happens. Should we talk to George Washington first? I do feel that, well, I would like to get a closer look at Eleanor and her room, not her.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
But we are here to find our mother.
Monsieur Jacques Perru.
So we should probably talk to George Washington first. Georgie boy. One thing that I feel kind of doesn't make much sense. Ooh. Devil's Thorn. Devil's Thorn grants you the exalted state. You temporarily see the immunities and vulnerabilities affecting a dialogue choice in a conversation. You cannot carry more than 5. Okay.
Devil's Thorn. I'll keep it.
So That's the German dude. Here, right?
President George Washington.
Yeah. Oh, Georgie. Can't go inside? Okay, so that's what that icon means. Alright, so let's go to our room and sleep on it. See if we can't regain a few of those skill points that we need, or action points, so that we can wake up refreshed and alert in the morning. So, what do you think of this game so far? I like the aesthetic bits. I like the period. I like this type of game, like detective game.
Huh, that's me.
That's me. That's us. Let's go inside.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do?
Open the letter without breaking the seal. Can we do this? Difficulties. Subterfuge locked. Do we have subterfuge? Wait, subterfuge. Where is that? Where is that? Up here? No. Where is it? Talents? Subterfuge? Or was that subtle? Where is it? I can't find it. Did I see tactless? Yeah, tactless. Using manipulation costs you 1 extra effort point, but you gain 1 skill point in linguistics. Okay. Out of breath, swift, quick, seductive. Oh, we need to level this before we talk to Eleanor. Prince of Amber. Oh, this is where. Okay, we have. We have 1. Jack of all trades. Subterfuge. Okay. We don't. That's locked actually. I don't think we can manage even if we get some extra points. You know what? Fudge it. Let's open it.
Let's see what it contains. Too bad for Piaggi.
Mother isn't here anyway.
It really is a list of French countrymen. Piaggi wasn't lying. But now it's opened. I better get it to Mother soon.
And you won't find it anyway. It's on
Wow! Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
Let's have a look at this room then. What's that up there to the right? Leave. Reach. Difficulty, agility level 1. We can do that. Let's leave it for now. Maybe we can reach it in the morning without using any potions or whatnot.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices.
Okay, at this time, art was usually political. Like, what's going on with this one? He's eating a baby?
Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son. Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes.
Yeah.
The conversion of St. Paul, by Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome.
Maybe it's on Lent. Who knows? Oh, we have 2 rooms. What's in here? Okay, we...
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
What's this picture here? Oh, guy being murdered from the looks of it. Anything on the mantelpiece? That's the exit. Powder. Caramelite water. Caramelite water gives you the focused state. Your next skill use will cost no effort. You cannot carry more than 5. Sure. So is that on... Oh, we can't... Wait, we have talents. Because we had like an icon down below to the left with 4 things. Yeah, these things. So Caramelite water, royal jelly, devil's thorn, and the golden elixir. Didn't we pick up one of those? Not sure. What about our bedroom? Okay, success. I went up to the manor. I pieced together my mother's movements when on the dock. I convinced Piaggi to trust me with his letter. I met Mr. Washington. I chose to join Sir Holmes in the small salon. I found a strange book on the quay. I noticed a strange talisman around Adam's neck. I observed Sir Holmes. Okay. Alternate paths. I could have remained in the Grand Hall to speak with Mr. Washington and failed. I failed to... what was it? I failed to look at Georgie Boy's pendulum, or his... not pendulum, his pendant around his neck. And I also failed to investigate Mr. Holmes's ear at the same time. Probably due to lack of effort points. There was also another thing that I failed to do. I didn't have time to investigate things, or I missed that there was a timer, countdown timer. This is something I need to be more aware of in the future, I feel. But there you are. Objectives completed 1650, traits unlocked 180, character traits revealed 150, new characters met 120, vulnerabilities exploited 200, items found 100. Okay. So we have 4 available points to us. Psychology, vigilance, etiquette. Wait, hang on. Oh. Wait, hang on. Where's a spy? Investigator. Operator. Officer. Did they just add more skills? And talent, sorry. Swift. Bookworm appear. Server. Investigator, spy. Initiated. Swift. Tactless. Veteran. Alchemist, book lover. What's the difference? Equipping a manuscript also increases the level of your skill by +1 while it is equipped. Reach level 3, erudition and occultism skills. Ambassador. And then we had the bookworm. You can equip 1 extra manuscript. Collect 10 manuscripts. Okay. Current collection. Why do we have 3? Alright. Find 12 fragments of amber. Current collection. Seductive. Wait. Seductive. You gain 1 skill point in manipulation. Use the manipulation skill 10 times. Number of uses. Okay. Logic. Psychology. Agility. Agility. Use your coordination against your surroundings and sometimes against people. Vigilance. Notice noteworthy details and oddly placed elements. Questioning. Notice anything strange in someone's behavior or appearance. Conviction. Convince people with the sheer force of your will and your attitude. Express your grasp of geopolitical situation, nations, interests, and diplomatic relations. Diversion. Divert people's attention, change the subject, or avoid questions. That would be good to have, wouldn't it? Translate all kinds of documents and conversations in foreign languages. Yeah, there was that letter with the Oriental writing on it. We have 4 points. This would cost us 3 points, I think. So, so this on this side it would only cost us, because we are a detective. So on this tree, everything costs us 1 point right now. Level 1 costs us 1 point. 4 points left before level 2. No, so step from level 1 to level. So step from level 2 to level 3 should cost us 1 point. Read people's behavior like an open book. Notice noteworthy details. Notice anything strange in someone's behavior or appearance. Let's try this one. It reduces cost in effort points by 3. Or adds 1 point. This one costs... Oh, it's 1 point still. Okay, so diversion, linguistics, conviction. Picklocks notice falsification. Benefit from a sound cultural background in the arts, geography, and history. Rely on your knowledge of myths, occult, and religious symbols, as well as ancient languages and secret societies. Discreetly steal items, picklocks, notice falsifications. Be up to date with scientific knowledge and medical techniques. Get people to act in your own interest. So if we look at... this is tough. Okay, let's get this one. Psychology. 1. Notice anything strange in someone's behavior or appearance. Noteworthy details or oddly placed elements. Use your coordination. Use your logical mind and oratorical talents. Get logic and... Let's see. I want to see if I can translate that letter. Divert people's attention, change a subject, or avoid questions. Yes, that could be good to have. Okay, so remove 1 point. No. Remove all points. Nope. Validate. Equipping manuscripts. Here you can choose what to read during the adventure. Each manuscript you read confers skill points at the end of the quest. Okay. Wait, parallel lives. A series of biographies of illustrious men providing much information on their lives and the origin of their greatness. +1 skill point in conviction. The art of knowing people by their physiognomy. Johann Caspar Lavaster. Okay, we read that one. +1 skill point in psychology. Mysterium Cosmographicum. Scientific essay combining the most precise astronomic observations with advanced mathematical notions. +1 skill point in science. Let's equip this one. Manuscript currently being read. Start this quest. Okay, so these books are quests. What's going on? Sir Holmes?
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
De Richet can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of de Richet's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
What a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late, and we have much to discuss. One last move?
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
Okay. So we know Sir Holm is up to no good, and that he knows more about our mother than he lets on.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
So that was our room that he knocked on?
I'm coming.